In this video in our series Journey Through the Past, we'll visit the two oldest cities of the Middle East, Jericho and Çatal Hüyük. Feel free to come along and take a look with us. And while you're there, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. If we look at the timeline, we're about here. Jericho's flourishing period started around 8000 BC, while excavations show that Çatal Hüyük was thriving between 6500 BC and 5600 BC. We'll start today's journey by joining a group of hunters. At around 10,000 BC, they found a good place to settle, with plenty of food and plenty of water. This hunters' encampment would slowly grow into the city of Jericho. By around 8000 BC, this early small settlement had developed into a proper village, probably with a focus on agriculture. From that period we found no traces of pottery, so we assumed they were not yet making clay pots. What we did find are human remains buried beneath round houses. We also discovered skulls with plastered faces and shell eyes, probably to honor ancestors. Over the centuries, Jericho became a center of trade. Local goods, such as salt, were exchanged for items from other regions, obsidian from Turkey, shells from the Red Sea, and so on. In this way, Jericho grew wealthier and developed into a true city. To protect themselves, the inhabitants built a stone wall around the city with towers and a moat, which was quite unique for that time. Excavations show us that around 7000 BC, the architecture in Jericho changed. People switched from round to rectangular houses. The stones used for these houses were handmade by making them from mud brick and drying them in the sun. For our second city of today, we have to jump ahead 500 years and move to Anatolia. That's where we find Çatal Hüyük, which flourished between 6500 and 5600 BC. Of all prehistoric settlements, Çatal Hüyük was one of the largest. Excavations reveal that the houses were 1 story high, and you had to enter via a ladder through a hole in the roof. This way, enemies would have a very hard time getting in, since it was enough to just remove the ladder and no one could get in anymore. Each house had a single large room. The floor was covered with woven mats, there were sleeping benches along the walls, and there was a hearth for cooking. The dead were buried beneath the sleeping benches. Just like Jericho, Çatal Hüyük prospered by trading local objects, such like obsidian daggers and mirrors, for goods like flint. Because of the archaeological findings, we know that religion played a very important role. We found a lot of figurines of goddesses, often seated between 2 lions or 2 bulls, to symbolize fertility and also power. The walls were brightly painted with ritual scenes. In sanctuaries, they displayed plastered bull heads with real horns. And some murals depict priests in bird masks performing rituals. It's important to note that both Jericho and Çatal Hüyük were not isolated villages. They were vibrant trade hubs in a large prehistorical trade network. Would you like to continue your journey through the past with us? Then give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it on your socials. See you at the next stop on our journey. See you next time on our channel. And don't forget to check out our website as well. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. Take a look around, we have a lot of other videos that might be of some interest to you.